Hey everybody, welcome back to DeLorean Tech, and we actually have a reveal date for the Blitzway 1/6 scale DeLorean Time Machine from Back to the Future Part 2. I've been following this since last year, since they announced it, and I'm really big on the hot toys. Not the third one so much, but the first two. The Mark 1, definitely the Mark 2. There were some issues with that, but I've really been looking forward to this because I've heard this one is gonna blow out all the stops. Okay, so Blitzway has been dropping hints as to their new 1/6 scale DeLorean Time Machine, which is supposed to be die-cast. Okay, and they're going to be revealing this thing in about 10 days. So on March 20th is their epic reveal. So Blitzway has been teasing this thing, this premium 1/6 scale vehicle, for about 2 weeks now. They've been hitting it really hard. And I've mentioned it here and there in a few of our live streams. It's supposed to be die-cast. I did ask the question. I didn't get a response here on whether or not it is die-cast, but it's supposed to be die-cast, all right? And it is based on Back to the Future Part 2 and not Part 1. So they cut to the chase, right? No Mark 1. They went straight to arguably the most popular version of the time machine, the flying DeLorean. The hover mode car, the flight mode car. That's the one that most people like, most people remember. I mean, the thing flies, right? So they're touting it as the 40th anniversary celebration edition. Well, the Mark II, that came out like a few years ago, and it had some mixed reviews. I liked it. I had one. I had to return it. They're not bad. The Hot Toy stuff is not bad, but the reality is it was simply a, upgraded reissue of what was released back in, like, I think it was 2016, 2015 with the Mark 1, right? Not a whole lot of new stuff when it came to the actual model itself. You've heard me talk about this already. This is supposed to be really awesome, and I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that this thing can do, right? And then we'll get into exactly when this thing is going to be revealed. So one of the things apparently that this thing can do is you can roll down the windows electronically. Look at this. I mean, how cool is that, right? If this thing is actually going to come with windows that you can roll down like this, I mean, this is a game changer, guys. This is a total game changer. When I saw this, I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, it makes you wonder what else this thing is gonna be able to do, right? Now take a look at this. So here's a look at the interior. I mean, look at the seats on this thing. I mean, that looks like a 1-to-1 scale DeLorean, right? That is pretty nice. And look at the flux capacitor back there as well. That looks amazing, right? And the SID, hopefully it's screen accurate, but I mean, this looks pretty impressive so far. This iconic model is packed with innovative features hidden throughout. Discover the premium materials crafted into every detail. This thing is supposed to be, I've heard, it's supposed to be $1,600. The stainless steel is going to be die cast, kind of like the Tomy, kind of like the Eagle Moss. Can you guess what material was used for the seat covers? I'm going to guess leather. I mean, this looks pretty good. And it looks really close to an OE spec DeLorean seat cover. So I'm just looking at some of the comments, and this is their Instagram, right? So you can see Denobi, he's already on it. DeLorean Reynolds on there as well. That's pretty cool. And here's another detail. This is the turn signal indicator lever, okay, on the left side of the DeLorean steering wheel column. And apparently this, you can actually switch this on and off. So it says here, what hidden features are concealed within these newly revealed detailed shots? Well, it's obvious to me that either the horn is going to be functional, or, and which is more likely, the turn signal indicators are going to be functional, and you're going to be able to shift this lever down or up to blink left, blink right. All right, and here's the big reveal. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. This is supposed to be, what I'm guessing, is what the time circuits display looks like in this thing. I mean, this is ridiculously detailed. Look at that. I'm hoping it is. And this is a kind of a teaser, so, this may not be an actual shot of it. You can kind of see what it says release date, March 20th, 2025. Now, is that the release date of when you can order this thing? When you can purchase this thing? I don't know. I'm assuming It is. It could be the reveal date. I don't know. You know, I don't think you can pre-order this thing yet. So I went to their website here, right, at blitzwayglobal.com, and there's no information on it. You can kind of see the price point, the expected price point, based on their Ecto 1 that they did, which I thought was pretty cool, $16.99. So it's going to be about $1,000 more than the Hot Toys, which, you know, and maybe it'll be worth it, you know, but there really isn't any information here on what they mean by releasing it. I'm assuming it'll be available to purchase, or maybe it's just a reveal and then they'll have a link to how to pre-order it. I don't know. So they do have pre-orders, as you can see, right? I've never ordered anything from Blitzway. I'm not very familiar. I think they're a Korean company, or maybe they're Japanese. I don't know. All I know is that they're going to come out with this 1/6 scale DeLorean Time Machine, and man, I really can't wait to see it. So these time circuits look pretty cool, but as you can see, this is, you know, you got release date, so present day, promotion release. That's March 20th. That's in 10 days from now at 6 o'clock p.m. PST. So we're going to set up a live stream, okay? 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Blitzway. The wait is over. The Blitzway Back to the Future Part 2 Time Machine is finally arriving. I'm assuming it's just a reveal. You know, arriving soon, right on your exact timeline. I don't know what that means. Heating complete. Okay. Hope it's under 10 bucks. Not likely. So you're looking about $1,700 for this thing. You know, if the time circuits look this detailed, or actually this detailed in this car, I can only imagine what else they've got. The mind starts to run its course, right? Imagining how cool this thing is going to be. Sound effects, right? It's got to have sound effects. It's got to have lit flux bands. It's got to have working maybe DeLorean features like the horn, like the turn signal indicator, maybe access to the engine compartment. So my imagination is just totally running wild, wondering what this thing is going to look like. We're going to be here 6 p.m. I hope you guys can join us. For me, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with these 1/6 scale DeLoreans. If you've seen my videos, you know all the turmoil I had with the Mark II and then, of course, the Mark III. I'm really glad they went with the Mark II on this one. I know I've said that before, but I think they were smart in doing that, right? And maybe, just maybe, there is a way to convert it back to a Mark I. So if this is an actual representation of the model, right off the bat, you can tell they got the wheels right. Okay, so they're already scoring more points than Hot Toys. Not really a whole lot to look at here. I mean, you've got, you can kind of make out this flux band in the front here, this flux band on the side, the Mr. Fusion, some of the wiring and tubes on the bottom here. But other than that, you can't really tell what's going on. It appears that they were listening to the fans. They were looking at what Hot Toys got right, what they got wrong, which is quite a bit. I can't wait to see the tail lights, the headlights. Are they going to be screen accurate headlights as far as the color temperature? All the other Back to the Future stuff. Now, Hot Toys did a pretty good job when it came to the screen accuracy of the Back to the Future stuff, right? They did pretty good, okay? Some of the stuff wasn't lit like it could have been. I think this one is going to take the Hot Toys and amp it up, and it's going to fill in all of the missing stuff, all of the stuff that Hot Toys missed out on. That's what I think this is going to be. This is going to be for the fans that were not happy 100% with the Hot Toys 1/6 scale, specifically the Mark II. Mark II, they did a good job. I really can't wait to see what they did to pull off the hover mode aspect. Now, in my opinion, Hot Toys did a pretty good job with that. So at a minimum, it's going to have to be that good, right? So one of the things that I think they're going to have fixed was the light bleeding through the top of the wheels. So we already know that's probably going to be a given. Will it include a fog effect like the Tomy? That would be pretty cool. I don't think they're going to go there. I mean, Tomy kind of owns that, right? If they did that, that would be cool. I think it would be more like icing on the cake with this thing. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Blitzway's 1/6 scale entry? Is it too soon? That's one of the things that I've been reading about online, is that a lot of collectors are like, man, this is like unnecessary. This is unneeded. We already have 3 iterations from Hot Toys. Those are good enough. What do you guys think? How many are going to be released? I don't know, right? Am I going to buy one? I'm going to have to buy one. I mean, If it's this cool with the rolling down windows, I mean, look at this. His windows actually roll down. And you know what would be really cool is if the doors open and you've got the door sound effect. That would blow me away. So let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments down below. Let me know if you're just as jazzed as I am about this thing, or if you're just like, no way am I going to spend another $1,600, whatever it is, for this thing. I already got the hot toys. I'm done. I want to know. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. And join us back here in 10 days when we take a look at this thing. We're going to go into this thing in detail. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see ya in the next video.